All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. I'm Anthony, and I'm gonna take you through today's HIIT at home strength workout. I have Jess here to help me demonstrate all the moves. Now, our first warm-up triplet, 2 rounds, squats, push-ups, and good mornings, 10 reps each. To do a bodyweight squat, Jess is gonna face me. Her feet are gonna be shoulder width apart. She's gonna drop down until her hips go lower than her knees, and then she's gonna stand all the way back up. These reps can be done nice and quick. We want you to cycle through. Your focus for today is gonna be driving those knees out. That'll help you get down a little bit lower in the squat. Now, our next exercise is going to be push-ups. Jess is gonna put her hands down on the floor. She's gonna walk those feet back. She's gonna lower till her chest hits the ground and press right back up. Good. As you can see, her body stays nice and hollow as she works. Her elbows are tucked in nice and tight to the body, and she's not warming up. If you feel like a straight body push-up is a little bit too hard for you, what we're gonna do is drop the knees down to the floor, lower the chest down, and pop right back up. Remember, this is a warm-up and not a workout, so you should pick a variety that allows you to work through nice and quickly. Now, our third exercise is gonna be body weight good mornings. We're gonna take your hands, lace them behind your back. Your shoulder blades are gonna be pulled together nice and tight. Your feet are nice and straight like you're going skiing. Now, we're in the perfect starting position. All she's gonna do is bow, get to a nice hamstring stretch, and pop it right back up. Ideally, we go down as low as you can without that low back changing. Your knee should remain slightly bent all the way through. And relax, thank you. So 2 rounds of 10 of each one of those exercises. Now, our second triplet, we have Cossack Squats, Baby Makers, and V-ups. So Cossack Squats, spread your feet apart nice and wide. All we're gonna do is slide the weight all the way to the left, hit the bottom of that squat, and slide back into the center. So that's gonna be 1, slide back to the other side. Now, what I want you to pay attention to is keeping that toe up. Just like in those squats, I want you to drive that knee out, come back to center. Give me 3 more, please. As you can see, she's lifting her chest up nice and high as she goes, oscillating between left and right. In the center, she's fully stood up in the middle. Good. Now, our next exercise, Baby Makers. Jess is gonna go down into a quadruped position. She's gonna pretend like she's a dog using a fire hydrant. So in this quadruped position, she's gonna lift her right knee all the way straight out. Then she's gonna kick it straight back behind her, bring it back down to a kneeling quadruped position, and reverse the process. So that leg goes back, then it comes around, and it comes back to center. So that's gonna be 1. She's gonna do 5 in a row on this leg. So again, that knee comes out, around, back to a straight leg, and back down to the ground. Then it goes back out, around, and back into where you started. So we have 5 on one side on your hips, then we have 5 on the other. From here, we're just gonna go into V-up. So she's gonna roll down onto the floor onto her back. Now, our target is gonna be somewhere above the hips. So with her legs out straight and her arms out straight, she's gonna keep both of those extended. She's gonna snap her legs up nice and high, and this is gonna be our target. So snap up. So hold it for me for a second. Good, so she's holding this position. It's a little bit further away from her body than her hips were, but that's about our goal. What we don't wanna see is those feet coming all the way up past the hips where you're just tapping the toes. Doesn't really look like a letter V. So give me 3 quick reps for me. Snap it up, touch those toes, and bring it right back down. If the V-up's a little bit hard for you, to make it a little easier, we're gonna do tuck-ups. Same starting position, you're just gonna snap that body in nice and tight, nice and compressed, and then reach on back out behind you. Good, we have 10 reps there, and relax. So we have 2 rounds, 10 reps of each one of those exercises, and that'll take you through the warm-up. Now, strength time. We're gonna grab a pair of dumbbells and do some presses. So we have a pair right here. We're gonna assume that you don't have a bench. So what I want you to do is grab one of those dumbbells and lay down on your back on the floor. I want you to pay attention to our starting position. So the first thing you're gonna do is put those dumbbells on your hips and let them rest nice and comfortably. Now, her position is just right. Her shoulder blades are pulled back together, her hips are flat on the ground, her back is arched, there's a little bit of room under her low back, and her heels are flat. Now, from here, she's gonna push her hips up into a bridge. That bridge is gonna allow those weights to go into her arms. She's gonna drop that bridge back down. So this is our starting position. We have a 12-minute EMOM. You're gonna do 10 reps of floor presses with the dumbbells. So from here, she's gonna punch those dumbbells straight up into the air. They should be almost touching right above her face. Then she's gonna lower it back down to the floor and press right back up again. Do a couple reps for me. We wanna make sure you lower down until your elbow touches the floor, and then we'll lock it back up. The angle of the arms is a 90-degree angle, but it's tilted so that it centers over your nose. So the first minute of our EMOM is gonna be 10 floor presses. Now, relax. From here, she's gonna put those dumbbells down on the floor. She's just gonna straighten her arms, and that's where the dumbbells are gonna come to rest. Now, she's gonna flip over onto her stomach. Our second minute of the EMOM is gonna be 10 to 15 diamond push-ups. So she's gonna take her hands, put her thumbs together and her pointer fingers together, and that's gonna rest under her sternum. So that's a little bit lower than what we're used to for a push-up position. Now from here, she's gonna press up, keep her hips up a little bit higher than normal, then we're gonna lower back down to the floor. And back up. Good. Every time, she's gonna do 3 more. Every time I wanna make sure you make contact with the floor right underneath your body and you press back up. What we can do to scale this is drop the knees down, or we can use a wall, or we can use a box, or lean on your couch, kitchen counter, all great options. Now, the third minute of our EMOM is going to be wall walks, or a handstand hold, or a plank. So if you know what a wall walk or a handstand hold are, we're gonna demonstrate a handstand hold for you right now. So Jess is gonna kick up into a handstand on the floor. Now, pretend I'm a wall. So we're gonna kick up and her feet are gonna lean against that wall, and that wall is just gonna hold her in place. It's just a 30-second hold, and relax and drop on back down. So we'd prefer that your heels rest up on the wall while you're upside down. If the handstand isn't working for you, what we'd like you to do is go into a push-up position. You can start in a plank. We're just gonna walk your hands back. Her hips are gonna come up nice and high. And what she's gonna do in this position is shoulder taps. So she's gonna rock weight to one hand and then touch her opposite shoulder and come back to center. Now she shouldn't be able to stand all the way up from here. We want most of the weight forward and on the hands so that we're working that upper body, and relax. So you have 10 dumbbell push presses at minute 1, you have 10 to 15 diamond push-ups at minute 2, then you have 30 seconds of wall walks or handstand walks or plank work for minute 3. We're gonna go through that whole pattern 4 times, and that'll be the strength portion of your workout. There is no rest between rounds. You just go exercise 1, exercise 2, exercise 3, and that'll get you through. All right, now conditioning time. We have 2 6-minute workouts separated by 2 minutes of rest. Our exercises are gonna be a max dumbbell bench press. So you guys are already familiar with this one. So Jess is gonna lay down on her back in that floor press position. Now for this part of the workout, we want you to bridge up and hold those hips up nice and high so we get some glute activation during the warm-up. If you have heavier and lighter dumbbells, we want you to use some lighter dumbbells for this part of the workout. So she's just gonna do fast reps of those dumbbell presses. So press up and right back down. Notice her bridge doesn't change. If you only have a pair of heavy dumbbells, we're gonna go to a single dumbbell, and you're just gonna hold one head of the dumbbell in each hand and tap your chest and press it right back up. Now here's the kicker. Every time you want to take a break, every 15 or 20 reps or so, you're gonna put that dumbbell down to the side, and before you can resume, you have to do 7 burpees. So Jess did 15 or 20 reps, she put those dumbbells down. Now from here, she just rolls right over into a push-up position, flops her belly down to the floor, snakes up, and hops. Good, so the idea here is we're really working that upper body, and the burpees just give you a little bit of a break and a little bit of cardio stimulus in the middle of the workout. So you have 6 minutes to get as many reps as you can with 7 burpees every time you break. Then you have 2 minutes rest, and we're gonna switch it up. You have a 100-meter run, which is really short, followed by alternating dumbbell snatches. Now, if you don't have a 100-meter run, we're gonna keep that same 7 burpees involved in the workout. So you have the option of either doing 100 meters or 7 burpees, and then you're gonna do 10 alternating dumbbell snatches. Now, this is the time to bring a heavier dumbbell out. So Jess is gonna spread her feet apart with that dumbbell in between her legs. She's gonna reach down for that dumbbell. Now, in her position, her chest is up, she's looking straight ahead, her hips are down a little bit lower. We wanna see that arm is nice and straight before everything comes off the ground. Now from here, she's gonna jump, rip that dumbbell up and overhead, and that's gonna be her finished position. Now, I wanna see her pinky turned in so that dumbbell is running nice and even front to back. She's gonna do 5 in a row on that side. So every rep comes down to the ground, she snaps it right back up. Good, after her 5th rep, she's gonna bring it down in front of her chest and switch hands or let it come to rest on the floor before switching. So you have 7 burpees or 100-meter run, then you have 10 dumbbell snatches, as many rounds as you can in 6 minutes. It's not very complex, but don't let that fool you. It'll be nice and challenging. Have a great workout and a great rest of your day.